When I go in Starbucks or McDonald's and there's a couple people behind the counter, two people working the same job, probably getting paid around the same thing, but they have different personalities. One person working at Starbucks is a positive person. They greet everyone with a smile, with some encouraging words, with a welcoming, friendly service, and makes their coffee and gets their food and presents it to them and tries to keep things, overall positive. The other one, very nasty, standoffish. As soon as the person walks in the door and asks for food or for a drink, there's almost like, you know, you're doing them a favor by giving them the food that they're paying for. So two people working the same job, getting paid the same thing in the same life circumstance, but two different attitudes. One is a very positive, hopeful person with a good attitude and diligent in what they do. The other one is nasty, negative, probably hopeless, and is not really going to go far in life. That's what I look at. I said to someone today, I said, they were working at Starbucks. I said, you're going to go far in life because you have a positive attitude. Because I went to the same Starbucks for several weeks, and there was one nasty worker. One of the few times I actually had to call the corporate headquarters and complain. And there was one positive worker. And I don't look at Starbucks or McDonald's or any type of minimum wage job or $15 an hour job as that's the end of your life. I look at that as if you're willing to work and you have a positive attitude and you kind of have a hopeful, optimistic way to view things and to greet people, you're going to go far in life. And that's what I told the one kid or guy. I said, look, you're going to go far in life. They were both around the same age. The other nasty one, I just wanted to get away from him. Because nasty people, you can't say anything to. Now, I don't know their life circumstance and what they do, what's going on in their life. I'm sure that plays a part for all of us. But I've met people who live in poverty that are hopeful. And I've met people that live in poverty that are hopeless. So your financial situation does not necessarily determine your level of hope. Your mental health plays a part in your life. Anxiety is basically, well, I heard it said today, I don't know if I fully agree with it. It says anxiety is no hope for the future. Depression is kind of, it's kind of like you're beaten down and given up and you're not even thinking about the future. Anxiety is like a crushing feeling that, your goals in your life are shot. There's times in your life, even if you're successful in life or if you're considered unsuccessful, there's time in life you're going to have good and bad days. I make videos about that so you can get the reality of life. But when you're most beat up, you have to keep moving. Okay. I've been hopeless. Like I just hate life. There's no meaning, even if I'm successful. But you just keep putting one foot in front of the other and the wave passes. Okay. Now, I think that life can get hard enough for any of us that we all can become hopeless, like Job. But you have to start with thankfulness. I think that turns a level of hope. Like I saw a guy like basically crippled working at ShopRite the other day. I said, you know what? Like sometimes in my mind, I start to complain about life and the different things like I got to deal with. And I see someone like that has a lot more obstacles in life. And for me, it makes me have gratitude. So where does hope start? Hope starts with you being thankful for what you have. So even if you're a psychopath living with your parents and you can't hold down a job, thank God that your parents allow you to live in your house. Thank God that, you have something. You should aim for more, but you always have to start. Hope always starts with what you're thankful for. Now, can you be thankful and hopeless? Yes, you can. Look, like, because I've felt that in life. I felt like I'm very thankful. I'm very fortunate. And you still get pissed at life. There's no hope. But when you're like that, what do you have to do? You have to put one foot in front of the other. You have to get the proper rest. because 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night for the adult is what your body needs. Mental health and hope play a big part. Your body, your brain needs a certain amount of time to shut down. Okay. And if you're not getting the proper sleep, what you have is sleep deprivation. Okay. And that's used in the military service as torture. Okay. Because it breaks a person. And if you can't sleep at night, chances are you're sleeping all day and you're not being productive. You're not putting a demand on your body. Okay. Because just like a car, if you don't put a demand on your body, your car rots and you rot. And no one can give you that hope. A positive attitude take you far in life. You know, I think even further than intelligence. I think most people have an average intelligence. That's why they call it average. I think there's some people that are rocket scientists. I think there's some people that ride the short bus to school. That's the way life is. But I think even a person that if they have a certain level, either of average or even below average intelligence, if they have a positive, hopeful attitude, people will subsidize, people will handicap, people will help lift them up a little bit, because just by having hope, you're doing for yourself. No one wants to help a hopeless person that's miserable, because you can be positive and still like not really dig life. You know, I go out of my way when I see someone. Again, it's not like one person is Donald Trump and the other person, you know, is destitute. Both people are working at Starbucks, okay? So they're making the same amount of money. One is nasty and one is positive. Does that matter? It matters. Who do I think has a better future? Whoever's more positive. Who's ever more positive. Am I here to tell you that it's always easy to have hope? No. Look, mental health, the same thing as physical health. It doesn't just happen, okay? You have to work at it. Are there some people that have certain things in their life or certain DNA makeup that they're totally, look, they may need more help. They may have more issues. But the answer is you have to seek out what you need. And you have to do some work yourself. And on your really bad days, you got to put one foot in front of the other. And you just got to keep moving. You got to get your proper sleep, and you got to wake up early. You got to push yourself a little bit. There's no way of getting around life that you're not going to have to push yourself. That you're not going to have to push yourself to get out of bed. That you're not going to have to push yourself to take a job. You have to do a little something that puts a demand on yourself. And I know hopelessness comes from you hating yourself. I understand that. You hate yourself because you don't wake up on time and you don't push yourself. I understand that. But you got to start then. Where do you start? You start with thankfulness. Because I know plenty of people. I mean, if you look at life in the totality, there's people that have it worse than you. Does thankfulness solve the problems of life? No, but it changes your attitude, changes your perspective. Because I've talked about on this channel that there is science of life and then there's art. Art is perspective. So your brain basically has two main functions, logic and emotion. And emotion is tied into perspective. Emotion is where art comes from. Science is where, you add up how much you spend at Dollar Tree. And a lot of you getting that wrong, man. We know there's a certain part of life, again, that shit can get so bad, it's only by the grace of God. But when you have less hope, okay, you have less opportunity. No one wants to be around a miserable person. You don't want to be around yourself. There's times that you have to go by yourself to burn off some energy. Anxiety is unused energy. Anxiety is unused energy. And that's why it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that when you're home all day, you don't get enough vitamin D. Now, look, if you're a night owl, I know plenty of people that are night owls. And I think for someone who doesn't have good social skills, I think a night job's a good thing. Okay. But, even if you work all night, that means you still have a few hours during the day that you should be getting sunlight. If you're living like a vampire, guys, look, it's a disaster. It's a disaster, man. And I got caught in that whole cycle. There's a season of my life I was just like on nights. And And that's why they even say, like, even though I enjoy working the night shift, and I would never say I would never do it again because there's parts of it that I did like. But to get promotions and to move up in your career, you're going to have to work during the day shift at a certain point because that's when the majority of business and life gets done. But there's nothing wrong with the night shift. You can actually make above average salary working at the night shift. You can, because there's a demand for it. Not a lot of people want to work the night shift. But when you work the night shift, scientific studies show that you have a higher likelihood of being overweight and being more depressed because you're probably going to eat crappy. You're not going to get the proper sleep. Sleep is huge for your mental health. Mental health is huge for your hope because you almost have to trick yourself to be hopeful in a hopeless world. You got to think about that. You're in a world where you're guaranteed to die. Okay. When you're born, you're terminally ill. Okay. So it doesn't matter like how your physical body is now. You are terminally ill. You are guaranteed to die. Okay. So it's like that could be hopeless. So you have to trick yourself almost to have hope. Now, I know a lot of conservatives in here, but that's like, Barack Obama had a book called The Audacity of Hope. Like it really, if you look at it logically, there's no science on saying you shouldn't have hope. Because if you just look at the data of life, there's no reason you should be hopeful because you're guaranteed to die. Money is paper. It's all like part of like this game just to keep society organized and productive. But if you look at things through the perspective of being thankful, of that throughout the course of history, people who have pushed to make a positive impact with themselves and with society, they've progressively made a difference in the world. It's not for nothing. Then you look back and you say, look how far humans have come. And you say, you know what? Hey, look, it's worth it to give it a go, to put some energy into life. Understanding you're going to have bad days that you feel hopeless. Yeah, I can name this hopeless and homeless. Guys, I've been homeless for 2.5 years. Homelessness is not the problem. I've worked with the homeless even when I had a home. And most people living homeless, they want to be homeless. Okay. They don't want to go in a shelter and they don't want to get a job and they don't want to be part of society. They want to be free. So a lot of it is mental problems and a lot of it is drug addiction, period. There's a percentage that are on bad times. But guys, look, you can work at Walmart. All you got to do is pass a drug test. So right there, that stops a lot of homeless people from doing it. Why? Because look, you can't be on drugs. Okay. But if you could pass a drug test, guys, you can make $10 an hour. If you can make $10 an hour, you could rent a room. Okay. You'll be living, in poverty, but you still would not be homeless if you didn't want to be. But it's not homelessness that leads to hopelessness. It's lack of income and it's lack of a healthy lifestyle. Okay. And you're still gonna have bad days. Even if you work, even if you have a healthy lifestyle, you're still going to have bad days. But if you are being a panhandler and then taking all your money, putting in a pool with other addicts, going to the liquor store, meeting up at night, trading stories about, how you made money and you're homeless, guys, life's going to suck. Look, that's your choice. You can do that. But what I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't lead anywhere positive. And you're still going to have bad days doing that. Look, I had family members that strung out on drugs. Do I judge them? No, because I realize how hard life is, and I realize everyone's brain works different. But am I going to be around them? No, because it matters who you're around. It does matter who you're around and who you choose to be around. And what I could tell you is you want to be around people that are positive, not too positive. Because I understand that could rub you the wrong way too. But even if you really enjoy being by yourself, I think you have a level of hope, okay? Because really, people who are really miserable, they can't just be by themselves. They drag other people into their misery. Misery loves company. Hopelessness is never happy by itself. It always wants to drag other people down. So it does take a special person where you're fully content with yourself. Now, you still need social activity, okay? I'm very social, but I spend a lot of time by myself. Hopelessness can come from isolation. Now, I'm not one of these people that say, "Oh, you're not an island. Look, you're not an island." But I think certain people should spend a lot of time by themselves because you need to decompress. But I think you have to season it in. Now, some people like their seasoning extra salt, extra sodium. Okay, the Chinese spot, guys, all that food is sodium. I walked by a Chinese spot today. My blood pressure went up, and I didn't even eat anything. Okay, and I used to love Chinese food, but it's nothing but sodium, guys. And if you're eating high sodium and you're drinking alcohol and all that, guys, you're destroying yourself. You have to fight, especially as you get older. Now, when I was young, I could eat some General Tso's chicken, a 6-piece fried chicken, and I could run a full court basketball game. Guys, if I even have chicken noodle soup from the Chinese spot, guys, I can't even do a layup. What's the lesson? The lesson is as you get older, self-care is more important. Okay, when you're younger, you can do more crazy stuff. And when you're younger, and even when you're acting up, probably you're going to make less money when you're younger. You're going to have less stability, but you're going to be more hopeful. Okay, because you haven't failed. Okay. But a lot of people fear failure. Okay, and so they do nothing. Okay, they do nothing. Okay, those are the people that get trapped in their parents' house. And there's nothing wrong with living in your parents' house for a certain season of your life, or if it's a healthy environment. But you know the difference between living with someone when it's healthy and when it's unhealthy. You know the difference, guys. Come on, I'm not going to talk to people like they're children. You know the difference. And so, but there's a quote out there that says success is the ability to go from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. What's enthusiasm? Hope. Now, look, guys, sometimes I understand too. Like, I want to give up. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. But you just grind it out. You work yourself up. When you're totally lost, you have to wake up at a certain time. You have to go to the gym. You have to do laundry. You have to hygiene. You should go for a walk. You probably got to do some type of work. You can focus on something you want to do. You got to have some creative juices in your life. After you do self-care, then you'll get creativity. If you're not doing self-care, you don't have any creativity. Like if you want to have a YouTube channel, or if you want to do something like have your own business, you don't get the revelation. You don't get the hope until you do the self-care. Hope is a product of self-care. Now, have I done self-care and felt hopeless? Yeah, I have bad days. You always have bad days, guys. So forget about the mindset of trying to figure out how do you live in this world without bad days. Impossible. Okay. Because again, in one sense, you're living in a hopeless world. It's, like Barack Obama said in his book, it's the audacity of hope. It's like really no reason to be hopeful, but through it, you persevere. But self-care has got to be the foundation. And self-care is mind, body, soul. It's not just going to church all the time because that's just your soul. It's not just working out like a madman because I see plenty of psychopaths at Planet Fitness that are totally insecure and they look like shit. Even when they're built, they look like shit because their whole aura, their whole energy, isn't like sparkly purple. Their energy is like Dookie Brown, okay? It's not just mental. Because you could be like some rocket scientist, you could be like, you could be, I've known plenty of therapists, psychologists, that they need my therapy. I used to live in a community, gated community, guys, okay? Walking around with some rich people, most of them voted Republican, I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm not mad at that. But what I'm trying to tell you is I'd walk around with my dog, and there was this one guy, I've told the story, a professor, he was a professor at a college, and his wife was a psychologist. I asked him one time, I said, what was your lowest point in life? He said, Sam, me and my wife, we both come from an educational standpoint in life. I'm a professor, she's a psychologist. We take education very serious. So when we had our son, our hope was that he would follow in our footstep and there would be a level of him having a goal and something educational. And he goes, but what happened is, after our son was born with a learning disability, our hope was totally crushed. We were hopeless. And I said, oh shit. I said, how'd you deal with it? And he kind of like, he looked up, he laughed a little bit, like, like throwing his hands in the air. He goes, Sam, what are you going to do? He goes, you put one foot in front of the other. That's it, guys. Hope is really, you can't look too deep into it. Looking too deep into the rabbit hole, guys, you don't find the Matrix, okay? You don't find like Keanu Reeves like doing some magical shit. All you find is Alex Jones getting drunk in his basement talking about conspiracy theories, guys. And some of them may be right, but guess what, guys? The answer to life isn't to figure out every conspiracy theory, like to figure out like Area 51 is real, but you still don't have hope. Guys, you'd rather have hope than, be abducted by an alien. And some of you butt ugly people, okay? You could be an alien. You can have Area 51 tattooed on your forehead. No one wants to abduct you. Why? Because you're ugly. All right, come on, guys. But you should have hope. Why? Because there may be some ugly-ass alien psychopath that wants to abduct you. I don't want to abduct you. Maybe Bob Wells wants to abduct you. Now, let's stay positive. Worried about people abducting them. Come on, guys. Don't waste your life, man. Thank you, King, for the alien emoji, man. Thank you. Don't waste your life living in fear, okay? Now, I think, what was it? The movie, there was a movie with Will Smith and his son. He basically said, I'm paraphrasing now. I paraphrase some stuff, guys. Like some stuff that I say that's in the Bible, like it's in the Bible, but I'm paraphrasing, right? There was a movie with Will Smith, and they were like almost aliens, or they were in outer space doing something. I don't know what they were doing. And they were taught, and his son, not The Pursuit of Happiness. It was a different movie. Thank you to both of you, King. Thank you, King and Snow Panther. Not Pursuit of Happiness. It was a movie where him and his son were on a ship, and they went like to outer space or something. And the Will Smith got injured in they crashed, and the son had to go out and like figure out like the maze and get to like this health and wellness spot. And his son was out there alone. He had to go over like this cliff, like jump over it or figure out a way over it. And he had felt the emotion of fear. And fear had paralyzed him. Because if you have hope, guys, if you think, well, I'm going to downsize, I'm going to live on Social Security, I'm going to live on DoorDash, and that's possible. Now, I don't recommend it for my young and middle-aged people because I want you to build a career. Well, look, guys, do you. But you get hope again. I mean, that's what, Bob Wells even said, look, he's selling hope, man. Okay. He's selling hope. Okay. That's, a pastor, whoever, people are giving you hope, and there's nothing wrong with that. Look, hope is, you need mind, body, soul. You need a level of hope. It's enthusiasm. Something to get excited about, okay? Some of you psychopaths, you haven't washed your ass in weeks. Why? Because you got nothing to be excited about. Okay. That's why once in a while it's good to get into a relationship. Why? Because it gets you excited about life. You dress up a little bit. Now, I don't need that, guys, because I'm pretty confident, okay? But some of you guys are men going their own way. I think you need to get laid a little bit. You need something to get excited about. Hope is excitement. Fear is a stop sign on excitement road. Fear puts the brakes on all that shit. Because fear will stop you dead in your tracks. And now back to the movie. So, like, Buck, you better masturbate, man. Masturbate. Because I'm telling you right now, I masturbate to some good porn. I feel great. That's a side note. But back to this movie. So Will Smith was on a ship hurt. His son was out there. His son had to cross this obstacle. And he felt fear. Fear stopped him. And so Will Smith was like on his Bluetooth talking to his son because he's trying to like encourage him like to do what he's got to do. And he goes, fear and emotion. Fear is a real thing. Okay, as far as the emotion. But he was basically saying danger is real. Like if you go to a cliff, okay, and you trying to get over the cliff, and you fear that you may get hurt, like falling or failing in life in whatever way. The danger of failing is real. Like if you start your own business, it may fail. That's a real danger. Okay. But the fear itself will stop you from even starting the business. So are you in real danger of being abducted by a psychopath in a Walmart parking lot? It's possible. Okay. But, there's dangers in life. Don't let fear stop you. I mean, you should account for the danger. Danger's a real thing, okay? But you should never let fear stop you from living. That's what I was trying to say. Not to pursue the happiness, but thank you, Tony. There was another movie. Just look up that. All you got to do right now, Google Will Smith fear quote, and then go to Google Images, and it'll put up the movie. He'll be in like some spaceship suit. And then somebody write in a live comment what movie that was. I'll do it right now on my laptop, damn it. Some of you psychopaths, too damn lazy to do it, eating your Hot Pockets. That's all right, I'll do it. Fear is real, he says. Where did he say that from? Let's see. See if I can find this for you guys. It's a disaster. I'm getting there. I know you guys are getting impatient. Skydiving. Oh, I ain't gonna skydive, man. Not gonna happen. Shit, just when I want to see it. Damn it, I'm wasting good airtime on this damn thing. All right, guys, that's how I'm not gonna do it. I want to find it though. What does it matter? Shit. My videos only get a couple hundred views anyway. Fuck it. It ain't gonna change the game, man. Fuck it. Let it be dead air, man. Because they say you should never have dead air like on radio or on YouTube because people start to turn the channel. But shit, when you got a couple hundred views, don't worry about it. People ain't watching anyway. Fuck. I just can't. I don't know why. I ain't gonna do it. We'll figure it out. It's something out there. Give you guys something to do. But the bottom line is this, guys. I just broke it down. I'm not going to stretch it out. Why? Because I lost my momentum, and I banged home the point. Plus, it's been 27 minutes. I haven't read the live comments. That's usually too long to go. So I'll take a hydration break, read all live comments, and we'll talk about life. If not, I'll wrap it up. Slap him in the mouth. Oh, After Earth. Damn it, Snow Panther came in hot. Damn it. Good job, Snow Panther, man. That's the name of the movie, I believe. Because it was something like with the Earth. I believe that was it. Damn it, Snow Panther. I knew I could count on you, man. Someone's out there watching. Good job, Snow Panther. You just got a promotion, man. You just got a promotion. Good job. All right, let's read all the live comments. Oh, we got some good comments. Luke, what's up, man? What's up, Sam? Positive vibes. I appreciate that. It's Friday. Oh, yeah, Friday fun day. Night, hope you're living your best life. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you. Soft caring, because that's what I'm doing every day. Good job trying to stay positive. That's all we can do. I like it. And trying to stay focused. Also, good, positive thoughts, Luke. Life is a battle. That's true. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not easy. I agree with that. But I always believe the battle begins in the mind. That's true. And sometimes we don't want to go on. I understand that too. I don't want to minimize that. And how you're going to choose to see the outlook. That's very true. Perspective. And start with being thankful. If you got nothing else to be thankful for, just try. I mean, look at a person who's really hurting physically or really in bad shape in life. I mean, try to find something to be thankful for. You could be worse. And he goes, I mean, you're dating a young Russian PYT. You got a maid, man. A lot of people want to be with you. We can't, good comment also. He goes, basically, and you can't reflect on past circumstances. If you were a millionaire and you lost it, you can't reflect on the past. Okay. If you were whatever, if you were like, I know some people, they're middle-aged now and their health deteriorated. Well, not their health. Well, a little bit their health deteriorated and their looks deteriorated. Now, they keep looking in the past. But guys, you know what happens when you look in the past? You become Al Bundy. I scored 3 touchdowns in 1 football game. Guys, you can't live life in the past, even if your past was better than your present. Even if your past was better than your present, you are creating your future. Now, I know anxiety and depression is lack of hope for the future. But guys, how do you build your future? Well, start by rolling your ass out of bed. Start by hygiene, self-care. Then go for a walk. Then listen to music. And then I think you'll figure it out. But you're never going to figure out your life staying in bed, rolling around, trying to outthink your depression. Not going to happen. Not going to happen, guys. It doesn't happen like that. So let's continue. Luke, hand pump emoji. Good job, brother. Thumbs up. Thank you, brother. And prayer emoji. Caveman, what's up, brother? I was in another live chat. I would rather listen to you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. John Suttles, I hope you're still in here, brother. John, give me a thumbs up if you're still in here. If not, I pray for you in Northeast, brother. Shout to you. We're getting good weather in the Northeast, guys, and I'm going to ride it out for every bit it's worth. Very thankful. Good to see you, John. Free to be me. Peace to you, Sam. Peace to you also. Positive energy. I appreciate that about you, Free to be me. Look, man, you're a very positive person. I'm thankful. Always corrects errors. Excellent comment. Guys, 2 people working at McDonald's. Who's going to go farther? Whoever's more positive. Okay. In my opinion, who would I want to hire who's ever more positive? I think a positive worker is a little bit more diligent. That's true. Luke. Hey, Sam. Have you heard of this Class B RV? I just found out one about it tonight, and they're checking it out, really. I like how it looks inside. In the middle, it isn't. Amenities in it. It's called Leisure Travel Unity Plus B Motorhome. Those words sound familiar, but it doesn't come to mind. But what I could tell you is this. There is nothing shorter. The shortest Class B RV in North America is the Corrado Axion. So if I was going to get an RV in a Class B specifically, I would get the Corrado Axion because I don't want anything longer than it has to be because, shout out, come on, guys, because I don't want to have to drive some long-ass van. So for a single person, 18-foot van is long enough. But, and it's the cheapest one. The Corrado Axion brand new is about $60,000. You ain't going to get nothing cheaper than that as far as a new Class B. So to me, everything else I wouldn't get because it's just not worth it. And I don't even know if I'd want to spend $60,000. That's a lot of money. So, but I'm not mad at you if you found something you like. Roz, what's up? Hey, Sam, Roz, good to see you. Shout out to your profile pitch. I was watching on the YouTube news today. There was a police officer in Dallas, a female, that I guess she was coming home. I don't know if she was drunk or whatever, because she was having a drunken affair with a married man, her partner. But she came to her apartment complex and she knocked on her neighbor's door. Her neighbor answered. She thought her neighbor was in her house, supposedly, and she shot her neighbor. And she was crying and stuff like that because now they want to charge her with murder. Her trial was today. I'm sure you guys seen it. Now, I don't know what's the real deal. No one knows unless you're there in that person's mind, but tragedy. But when you're a police officer, you're always on edge. But at the same time, if you're a police officer, you're banging your partner, getting drunk, having an affair, I think you have created a life and a mindset that is unhealthy and may have committed murder. But hey, she's getting tried for it. They didn't sweep it under the rug. She's on trial. So that's, it is what it is. That's what I always tell you guys, especially everyone out there packing heat. If you're going to use your gun, and I'm not against it, you better have justified reason. You better be able to prove it in a court of law. Why? Because guys, especially in today's society, thank God, whether you're a police officer or a psychopath in the Walmart parking lot, when you let off your gun, you are going to have to answer for why. Okay? So, again, if you're backed into a corner, it's totally self-defense. Look, you do what you got to do. But what I'm trying to tell you is you better be very mindful. There's consequences, okay? And, you're not on a movie set, okay? This is real life, and there's real consequences. Never forget it. Luke, check it out. Cool RV. All right. You still leaning towards RV? No, even when I was looking at an RV, I really wasn't leaning towards it. I was only leaning towards it because it was at the height of summer. I was in Florida. And for me, I really don't want to drive an RV. But I want to be able to have full amenities. Oh, hold on. We got a super chat coming in hot. I can't even see it on my phone. Who's that? iSurvivor. Damn it, shout to Long Island or Staten Island. I can't remember. Hydration break, Sam, on me. How you doing? Well, damn it, I survivor. Where you from, man? Long Island or Staten Island? I'm going to tell you this right now. Long Island, there's a spot in Long Island. Got the best fried chicken in the world. Pudgy's Fried Chicken. They only got a couple spots left in Long Island. I think West Islip and East Islip. What I can tell you is this, iSurvivor, man. Shout out to you. Thank you, brother. How you doing, man? Are you still doing medical deliveries? iSurvivor, here's a viewer from several months ago. He tried living in his car. He got a divorce, but he's a stand-up guy, taking care of his kids, doing the best he can. Life not easy. I loved his videos. The guy made like 3 videos. Great videos, in my opinion. I thought they were great. And he was doing Uber, and he was passionate about it. But look, Uber, you top out at about $15 per hour on average. So iSurvivor, what I like about iSurvivor is he's got hope. He is a survivor. I totally believe that. But he's also like realist. So he understands, like, look, you know, he did the numbers. He realized he could only make so much doing Uber, and he realized he wasn't saving that much money living in his car than he thought. So after crunching the numbers and after trying, he tried it. He didn't just like think about it. He tried it. He said, you know what? I think for me, it's better for me that I rent a room. I could do it for just about as cheap. Long Island. Do you know about Pudgy's Fried Chicken? Some of the best fried chicken in the world, man. So what I could tell you is this. He tried it. Said it's more cost effective to rent a room for him. Because he likes where he lives. He wants to be by his kid and his family. And then he upped his game on his career path. He decided to go, I think, medical deliveries. You still doing medical deliveries? So look, guys, if you want to try to advance your career, you can do it. Now look, if you go do medical deliveries or if you go do nursing or something and it doesn't work out and you fail, that's okay, guys. It's okay to fail. Trump once had an airline. Trump once had a football league. Trump once had a football league. He competed with the NFL, okay? Then he sued the NFL for monopolizing football. You don't believe me? Go look it up, okay? But he failed in many business ventures, but he kept going. And that's something to be admired, okay? He didn't just take his inheritance and sit on his ass. I give him credit for that. But you got to respect his gangster. How are you going to compete against the NFL? Then he sued him for monopolizing football. It's so funny. But what I'm here to tell you is, even if you fail, and you will fail, and hope, when you don't have any hope, you just don't launch. There was a movie called Failure to Launch. It was about a guy who didn't want to get out of his parents' house because his wife had died. And once his wife died, he said, I'm gonna go back to my parents' house. And he treated his parents good. He worked, he was productive, but he didn't want to venture out again. When you venture out, you take a risk again. There's a time to heal. There's a time to maybe go back to your parents' house or just isolate yourself a little bit, not take risk. But you do that so you can heal. And then you can venture back out. Venture means you take risk. So even if you try to do medical deliveries or something like that, and it doesn't work out, you can always go back to Uber or DoorDash. I saw DoorDash today. It was $3.50 for a bonus pay. I said, shit, make me want to do it. But I didn't do it. But that's always a backup. But you have to push yourself a little bit. iSurvivor says, I do non-emergency medical transport. Sounds like money emoji to me, brother. Specialized transportation. Yes. For people with chronic issues and all. Providing a service to society while making the money back. That's true capitalism. When you provide a service to society and you make the money back. Good job, iSurvivor. And he was debating on whether or not to be a truck driver. And a truck driver, you can make great money, but it's very risky and it's very unhealthy for you physically and mentally because you're driving for long periods of time, not eating a lot of good food. But I could tell his heart really wasn't in driving a truck. But I could tell he was passionate about driving. That brother looked like the Transporter. That was a movie too. And I don't remember the actor, but he reminded me of the Transporter. So I love the fact that he had passion for Uber, man. But he leveraged that. But he also now upped his game financially. And if it doesn't work out, look, he can do a million different things. He's a survivor. But you got to work up some hope, some enthusiasm to try something, even if you fail. You can still go back to, like, other stuff. Look, guys, stuff doesn't work out. Again, what is the definition of success? From going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Now, you need a little bit of, success along the way, a little bit of win. You don't want to always lose. Hang in there, guys. All right. Good job, iSurvivor. Good to see you, brother. All right, I'm gonna get to everybody, guys. Thank you, iSurvivor, man. Great to see you, brother. I don't want to force you, man, but I tell you, I look forward to your videos, man. I miss your videos. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me go back to live comments. Thank you guys for leaving these comments. I appreciate this. I read that. Roz, I love you. Luke, oh yeah. Yeah, so right now, am I leaning towards an RV? I still have it on my radar. The 1,000 Trails Pass for tent camping has been a thumbs up because now it's less stress. I don't have to worry about parking at night. And being in the Northeast with the fall temperatures has relieved me of the anguish of the extreme heat in the summer. So we'll see. I'm monitoring it as we go. I'm monitoring it, and I'm kind of like right now just erring on the side of caution. Okay, man? Hopelessness is the mark of a weak-minded person. Well, I want to say that because I've been weak before too. We've all been weak. A weak-minded person is someone who calls someone else weak-minded because you're too arrogant and you don't realize how many times Daddy Donald Trump bailed you out. You don't realize that if you weren't born with certain privileges, you could be broken too. So anyone that calls someone else weak-minded, I'm not their friend. I'm not. Now, I understand. Look, I call some people psychopaths, so I don't want to sit on my high horse, okay? I call people psychopaths, true. So I don't want to say like I'm better than anyone as far as like, Now, I can understand if you call someone weak-minded in context where you're just trying to say that, look, this or this and that. But guys, I don't care if you're weak-minded, if you don't, if you're on a short bus to come to school, okay? Because I know some great people that rode that short bus to school. Great people. But I'm talking about having a little bit of fight in you, okay? No matter what your mental capacity. I don't care if you're not, a Navy SEAL 6 or whatever. Because is the guy who killed bin Laden and masturbates to patriotism, is he strong-minded or is he just an arrogant asshole? Very a thin line between that. Okay? So just because, to me, someone who has to have a gun is weak-minded, okay? Because you're probably scared to fight, okay, number one. Number two is you probably resort to fight because you get so weak-minded emotionally, you can't communicate your feelings, so you resort to physical violence. You're weak-minded, okay? You can't have an articulate conversation. So, guys, we can slice the apple many different ways, okay? At the end of the day, all of us, myself included, can be broken. Never forget that. And if you haven't been broken and you're calling someone else weak-minded, like Trump called people that come back from the army with PTSD, he said they basically don't have it all up there. They're weak-minded. Okay. That's the same guy who dodged the draft. So can we say that Trump was weak-minded? Or we can say that he played the system to a T and now he's the ultimate patriot after he dodged the draft when his country needed him the most. So I don't care how much he tells you to salute the flag. I don't care how many cop convention he go to and say the cops are the greatest thing since sliced bread. When his shit hit the fan and the country needed him to serve, he got his rich daddy to write him a note and say that he had bone spurs. So to me, that's not, it's not a weak mind, it's a shrewd mind, okay? That calls people who did serve and get depression weak, okay? So I can see right through it. Not impressed. You don't know hopelessness. Hopelessness is the mark of a weak-minded person. This is what Caveman says. You don't know hopelessness until you've experienced it. I agree with that. And overcame it. Good job. The idea is to simply be better than your circumstance. Not easy, but all right, now you got me. You're here because someone had to overcome an obstacle in life. All right. Luke, good to see you, Caveman. Luke, hey, man. Let me know if you ever have a vintage item that you would like for a t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that. Thank you. Because I came across a lot like that. I will keep you in mind. I know you like to thrift, brother. Keep doing your passion. Luke, let's take a hydration break, guys. I love you guys. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. It's all right. I rolled down my window too. It's getting a little hot. Okay. Luke, send you one as a gift emoji. Since you were my dude, well, thank you. I appreciate your positivity. Thank you very much. Let me see if anyone got blocked, because, I'm cursing a lot. Some other people might got blocked, too. Oh, yeah, some people got blocked. Let me see who they are. Okay, man, let me see. I'll show. Caveman worked a swing shift. I'm going to prove that comment. Layla got blocked. How you get blocked, Layla? I'm going to prove that. You doing a fundraiser still? I'm not mad at you. Buck got blocked. I got to prove him. Guys, if I ever unintentionally skip past your comment, write it again, or it may have got blocked and I didn't see it. But I always try to read every comment. Psychopath mode, zoom back. All right. Danny, what's up, brother? Shout out to Sam, thank you. And all the dedication you've put into the channel. Damn it, Danny. Thank you for that positive comment, and it means a lot to me. Guys, I'm very thankful that my channel has grown to where it's at. Look, it's still a very small channel. I still, yes, basically make minimum wage, but I'm blessed. Guys, I'm blessed, and I am thankful to have close to 10,000 subscribers, and I'm blessed and thankful to make anything off something I love to do. I am. And I made a video within the first month of me having my YouTube channel in 2017 about how hopeless, I felt hopeless about the channel. The name of the video is Discouraged About YouTube. So I said, look, I'm very discouraged. I'm not getting any subscribers. No one's watching my videos. But then I said, and I had less than 10 subscribers, okay? I said, but I know the answer. I was talking to myself. I said, I know the answer. To be consistent and to work hard over a period of time, and eventually something will happen. Now, look, will my channel ever grow to be like, real big? I don't know. I hope it does. But it's the audacity of hope. Like, and I try to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. So you got to have faith, which is hope, and then you got to put in the work. Good job. Thank you, man. I appreciate your positive comment. Cameron. Hopeless and homeless. Thanks, Sam. Hey, guys. The simple life, living in my car, technically being homeless has been a blessing. Now, if you have a job, that's the ultimate thing. You need an income. You could be homeless and be fine. If you don't have an income, doesn't matter if you have a home or you're homeless, you're screwed. So you need income. That's what you need, not a home. You need income. All right, good job. And Cameron says the world is your home. Now, the world ain't my home, man. I'm still hopeful, and I believe that you make a positive impact on the world, but I don't feel at home in this world. I don't. And I'm not mad at the world, but I'm not like in love with it. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? But I understand your sentiment. I could put your comment in context. I'm just adding my flavor. Rob, what's up, man? Hey, bro. So guess you're saying hopelessness is more mental. Interesting comment. Is hopelessness mental? I think a big part of it is. Damn it. Hold on a second. We get back to a super chat coming in hot. $2, Cameron, to the best YouTuber. Well, damn it, brother. Thank you for your consistent support, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Cameron, man. Love to you, brother. Keep doing you. Thank you. Thank you. Rob, you ask a good question. He says, is hopelessness more mental? I think a big part of it is. I think life is mind, body, soul. Okay. So kind of what Caveman was alluding to, you can say like a weak-minded person gives into the hopelessness more, because it takes a very strong person mentally to fight off life. But I've been weak-minded at times. I've been broken, so I'm not sitting here on a high horse. But I do acknowledge that it takes a level of mental toughness to overcome fears, anxiety, and stress. Now, that doesn't have to necessarily do anything about a mental disability, because I have a cousin who has a mental disability. She's in the Special Olympics. She's always hopeful. She's always hopeful. And I see her sometimes. I say, I can't believe you're hopeful. In my mind, I say that. And that's when I have to get thankful. I think thankfulness will start to steer your perspective towards a level of hope. So is hopelessness a level of a mental issue? Yes. Is it everything? No. Sometimes it's circumstance. Sometimes you could be very strong mentally, but your business fail or something happen. You go through a divorce. and a life goal fails, and it's not mental necessarily, sometimes that's spiritual. I think life is mind, body, soul. I don't care what religion you believe or no religion, but I think life takes a level of faith, a level of mental, and a level of physical. So it's a weird chemical balance of all those three that I can't fully explain, because I can't fully explain life. I'm not going to try to lie to you. But when you're totally lost in life, don't try to figure out like the chemical balance of life. Go for a walk. When you're totally hopeless, go for a walk. When you're totally hopeless, take a shower, brush your teeth, floss your teeth. When you're totally hopeless, wake up on time. When you're totally hopeless, just take any job, even if it's Uber. Start. Hopeless is someone who stops. Hopeful is someone who starts now and refines as they go. So that's a good question. Made me think, brother. I'm just shooting off the hip. King, positivity equals production. I would agree with that. Negativity nowhere. Now, I agree with that. I do believe you need a level of negativity. I remember Trump saying that, and I agree with that a little bit. I don't think I can't dig Joel Osteen. I respect him. He's just doing him. But I think you need more positivity than negativity. But I also do think you need a little negativity to push you, okay? Not someone screaming at you, not someone being disrespectful or hurtful to you, but I just think you need, I don't want to say negative, but I do, a little bit of like resistance, right? Picture it like this, King. If you're in the gym and you don't have any resistance on the weights, do you really develop? Do you really grow? No. So in one sense, the weights are negative energy, right? Because if it is all positive, there's no resistance. So in some aspect of life, you need a little resistance so that you can grow and develop your muscles, okay? So there is a balance there. But you should be more positive than negative. That's true. Okay, man? I've never been homeless. I decide where I lay my head. I'm not mad at that, caveman. Thumbs up to you, man. Thank you for the comments. I love you. Tony, what's up, man? King, I pray for the homeless every night. Well, I'm not mad. Pray for the home full, too. Because I know plenty of people that have a home that aren't happy. So I know plenty of people that are homeless, even when they're on drugs, they're happy. So it's a weird thing to understand, but working with the homeless and being homeless, what I can tell you is not all people who are homeless are upset about it. There's a lot of people that's how they choose and want to live. So pray for everyone. Realize that, society, obviously, look, we should never, definitely in America, look, we're so rich, but money doesn't solve all problems. I think there should still be a better base safety net. Money doesn't solve all problems, though, but, because even if you give someone with a drug addiction or a mental issue money, it won't solve some of their issues, okay? There's a level of life, you have to do a level of self-care. There's no way around it, even when you have money, okay? And some people don't know how to self-care. They just don't, something in them don't have it. But I do believe still, and everyone should have a base layer of needs met that, they're not destitute. But at the same time, you can't make people live the way you perceive as best. It's a tough balance. Let me continue to read. Okay, man. For the homeless veterans, the VA does have programs now. There's a lot of programs, whether you're a veteran of the military or if you're just a regular citizen. There are plenty of programs. So, sometimes we debate UBI on this show, Universal Basic Income. But, guys, if you're really destitute, look, there are disabilities. There's subsidized housing. There's food stamps. There's different programs that, look, you're not going to live in a lap of luxury, but you're going to survive, okay? So, and I know people in my family that are on them. I'm not going to say it's the ideal life. I don't want to live that life. But if you have no other option, you have it there. And it's an emergency. Guys, any of us can get struck with an emergency. So if you're really destitute and you need those services, take advantage, okay? But they're there for you to heal. Like I said, there's a season of your life where you heal and then you venture out again. Now, everyone has different abilities. So I'm not going to say that, you're going to heal and automatically you're going to springboard back into this great successful story. I'm just trying to say, just, keep moving. Good job, King. Cheesing, King. I had that yesterday. What we talking? Food? Rob, good subject. Thank you, brother. That was a good comment you left. I'm feeling this time. Well, thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. King, we all have those days. That's right. Look, guys, we all have bad days. Okay. Doesn't matter if you're very successful or not. So, it's just part of life. And I think when you realize that, I think it gives you a level of, you don't feel like you're the only one going through stuff. Now, again, you don't want to start to say this person has it better than me or worse. That's also going to bring you down a negative mind. You always in life, listen to me, guys, you always in life have to just focus on your life to the point where you're not comparing your life to other people. Okay? Because when you compare your life to other people, you get plastic surgery, you feel either worse or better about your life. You think you're better than someone, or you think someone's got it better than you. When you compare yourself to someone else, you go down negative street. Your job is to look in the mirror. Okay. I think Michael Jackson had a movie, song about it, but he screwed up. He didn't listen to his own advice. Focus on the man in the mirror. That's how you make the world a better place. But see, a lot of people don't want to do that because they want someone else to be their excuse. When you look in the mirror and say, what do I need to do to work on me? That's your answer. Okay. And if you can't figure that out, you need therapy or you need someone to talk to, that's fine. And I think that's helpful, but don't get caught in a cycle of, you have to, it's going to come back to, at some level, you have to do a level of self-care. Now, some people don't have the capacity to self-care, but whatever you have the capacity to do, fight for it, man. As best you can. Why? Because it's only going to make your life easier. And I don't want people to suffer more than they have to in this world. Caveman, you know what's funny? I might see one of you in gym and not know who you are. Well, I love you, man. Look, guys, if you ever see him out in the street, I prefer you not say anything. Why? I don't know. It's a weird dynamic, man. Like, I'm a private person, but I'm social. But I did meet one viewer. Shout out to my guy, I think Yang. He wanted to be called Jay. I met one viewer down in South Florida. He stopped me in Publix. He said, Sam, is that you? I said, oh, shit, who's this? And he's like, I see you on YouTube. I said, what? And he was real cool, though, man. He's a real good guy. So I was positive. I was positive. Layla. Hey, Layla. I watched TV show, Bar, Rescue, John Tafer. Those, okay. People Failures, there you go. Hope Rescue, a bar rescue bar in New Jersey. Layla, I love you. It's good to have you in here. King gave me the alien emoji, good emoji. King, Pursuit of Happiness, not that one, but we figured it out. Something with the Earth. King, yeah, I know that movie you're talking about. Yeah, Jacob, what's up, man? Jacob, good to see you, brother. Hey, Sam, how are you? Overall positive. I had a bad day earlier this weekend, but I ended strong. I'm very thankful for that. How are you? He goes, I'm okay, good. Work is good, good job. Gonna start my second job at Walmart. Thumbs up to you, brother. So I hope all's well. I'm proud of you, man. We'll watch the replay tomorrow. Love and respect. Jacob, same to you, brother. You know what it is, man. I'm very proud of you. I love you, and I'm very proud of you, man. Keep doing you. Keep living your best life, brother. Proud of you. King, life is about overcoming obstacles. Good job. Not easy, but you're right. Tony, conquer each day. Yeah, we put down a t-shirt. Inspirational, no, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Love to you, man. Love to you. Buck, been dying from no women. Well, you got to masturbate, man. That's true. It's like, well, look, if you want a relationship, I'm not mad at that. Some people should be in a relationship. I just prefer to be single, but I've also been in relationships where it was fulfilling, but I'm done with that now. I don't want to be responsible for someone else's emotions or vice versa. Luciano, showing everyone positive vibes. I like that. Pick up some hammers. I've been thinking about you with that. And keep hammering those hopeless days. Good job, Luciano. Snow Panther, skydiving. I don't want to do that, man, but I'm not mad at you. M. Smalls, heart emoji. Thank you. Snow Panther, damn it, Snow Panther, you figured it out. After Ty, what's up, Ty? Hey, Sam, money bag emoji. And the heart emoji and the money bag emoji. Damn it, Ty. You know how to put a smile on my face. So what I can tell you is good to see you, and thank you very much. Ty, appreciate it, man. Ty, you guys, man, you know how to make me smile, man. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Very kind of you. Ty, Cameron, and my man, iSurvivor. Thank you, guys. The Snow Panther, you figured it out after Earth. Cameron, slap him in the mouth. Well, let's stay positive. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive. David, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, Sam. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, David. King, past affects the future. To some extent, that's true. Look, our past plays a part in our mindset, but the healthiest people mentally are people who let go of the past. You try to learn from it, but you got to let go, and you have to live in the now and plan for the future. Life is not meant to be lived backwards. Life is meant to be lived forwards. And time is like a river. You can't touch the same spot twice. So let go, guys. Even if you failed, even if you feel bad about yourself, there's nothing you can do about it now. Not easy. There was a whole animated movie about that. Frozen. There was like a lady Frozen. She sang a song like let go, something like that. So what I could tell you is, thank you, Ty, let go. Not easy, but let go. Let go of the past, guys. Cameron, what's for dinner, Sam? I had dinner. Well, at lunch, I had my main salad with all the fixings. And at dinner here, what I had coffee with soy milk at Starbucks. I had a banana, a protein bar, and a egg white bagel. A sprouted grain egg with a sprouted toasted bagel with egg whites and sriracha sauce. It was good. Lila, LSU game win Saturday, 11 a.m. Well, if that's who you want to win, I hope they win for you. King, wow, crazy story, bro. Thank you. Journey with Joy, man. Good to have you. Also, get your ammo on Amazon using Sam's link. Yep. But guys, don't call me to testify on trial if you get caught out there and you do some crazy stuff. Because, guys, I told you to call the authorities first. So don't say, Sammy, come testify for me. Guys, I'm not getting in the middle of no murder case. So what I can tell you is this, guys. If you get backed into a corner, self-defense, but call the authorities first. And remember that you have to prove in a court of law that, you did the right thing. So try to walk away from drama and conflict whenever you can. I Survivor. Thank you, brother. Hydration break. Yeah, let's take another one, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hands. What's up, man? Hello to you. Good to see you, Hands. I Survivor, Long Island. I Survivor, check it out. Yeah, Pudgies, check it out. J-Cut, Sam. Hope you're well, man. Thank you. Same to you. Happy Friday. All right. Just dropping to show you love. I appreciate that. Yes, the weather is amazing out. Northeast been good weather. I sold my car, okay, and went on backpacking trip. I'm not mad at you. Through South America, good for you. I made a movie. Well, I'm not mad at that. Shout out to my friend from Uruguay. Uruguay is South America. It's right by Brazil. I got a couple friends that are from Uruguay. Good guys, man. Jay Cut says, I'll send it to you on IG. I shut down my Instagram and my Facebook. I was getting too many dick pics. So what I can tell you, brother, is I appreciate the thought, but there's no way to direct message me. Why? Because I had to shut down the dick pics, man. I Survivor. I do not emergency medical transport. Oh, yeah, specialized transportation for people with chronic issues. All guys, that sounds like a win as far as using your passion to drive while making money, and it's a step up from Uber. So good job. J Cut, blessings on blessings to everyone. I like that positivity. King, South America, wow. J Cut, I'm thinking RV, okay. But can that work in Miami area? It can. There's a lot of RV parks. All of Florida is very heavy in the RV culture. So there's RV parks in Miami and all around Florida. So are there any Thousand Trails parks near Miami? Yes, about an hour away or so. So it can work. I mean, you may not be in the heart of the city, but there's definitely, and you may have to pay an RV park. You're not going to be like stealth camping, but you can definitely do it. Yeah, you can. I know. Well, even on this channel, Milano, he's been with me since the beginning. Milano and his friend Emilio, they live full time in Miami in their RV, and they don't pay for anything. Now, they found a spot in some public park down in Miami. I'm not going to blow up their spot. So, look, there's people out there living life. So it can be done. Yeah, it can be done. Shout out to Milano, man. Emilio, I'm not mad at you, man. I Survivor. I will start the videos again. Well, damn it, I Survivor. Make sure you let me know, man, because I love them, man. I love those videos. J Cut. Or is it impossible? No, not impossible. I know people doing it. And there's several ways to do it. Not impossible at all. J-Cut, iSurvivor, I'll check out your videos. Kristen, hey, Kristen, I love you. I'm proud of you. Hey, everyone. Buffalo in the house. We love you, Kristen. First day of garage sale, praying for you. Very successful, good. So much hard work. It is hard to throw stuff out and downsize. Tomorrow is my last chance. The rest gets tossed. 3 mil trash bag emoji to you. Whatever doesn't sell, throw it out and never look back. Because, Kristen, life is meant to be lived forward. So all your love notes, all your memorabilia, all your nice panties, throw them out. Because guess what, Kristen, you're 50. You don't need that many nice panties. Ain't too many men seeing your panties anymore. So what I can tell you is I think you're beautiful. I think you're special. But I think it's time for you to move forward. No more backwards, all right? Keep pushing forward. Cameron, thank you again, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hands, I remember when you only had, you were with me that long? I didn't know that, man. When you only had 1,200 subs. Thank you, Hands. I appreciate that. Lila, my friend, all caps, James Golden, send me nasty things cell phone. I got a couple dick pics. But he showed private parts Skype. That's nasty. And he picker boy. Block him. And shut down your Skype if you have to. Good job, Layla. Snow Panther. Jason Statham is the guy in the transporter. Oh, yeah, that's the act. Damn it. Snow Panther, you should be on Jeopardy, man. Very good answers. Kristen, hard work pays off. I think it does. You notice. That's true. I do. Keep the love, yeah. And light, I love you. We need your inspiration. Damn it, Kristen. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Heart emoji to you. Hopeful, say, yeah, heartful emoji. Good job. I like you put the all caps full. Good job. New books. Did Obama serve in the military? No. Either did Trump. And guess what, guys? You crucified Obama, so you better crucify Trump too. Okay? So that's what I think. So if you didn't do that, you know, you're probably a hypocrite. Okay? You probably didn't serve in the military either. Okay? That's what I think. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Look. Bottom line is, like who you like. I like some things Trump has done. I like some things Obama done. I didn't like some things Obama did. I didn't like some things Trump done. I don't masturbate to any politician, guys. And when Trump got elected, I don't like hope for his downfall. Okay? When the hurricane came to Florida, I said on live, I hope it doesn't hit Mar-a-Lago. Okay? Why? Because I'm not the type of person to wish bad on someone. Okay? And I don't think Hillary was better. Okay? So what I could tell you is this, though. I don't want some hypocrite sitting telling everyone else they have to, calling people sons of a bitches who are exercising their First Amendment right. When you are the leader of the free world and there to protect the Constitution, I don't want you telling NFL professional football players that they're sons of a bitches for exercising their first right. Okay? Because what you're trying to do is basically the same thing you're trying to do to whistleblower. You're trying to bully them. You told the whistleblower they should be treated like a spy and treason. Okay? Not the case. Okay? So what I could tell you is, okay, I don't masturbate to Trump, okay? I'm not a 2020 Trumper, okay? Because I think for myself. I can agree with Trump on some things, but I can also agree with Obama on some things because I have a mind that's willing to think for myself, okay? I don't need to masturbate to Trump, okay? I don't need to cling to my gun or my religion. I don't, okay? Why? Because I'm self-confident, okay? Now, if you do, good luck with that. Because if you think Trump wants to date you, he don't even want to take a picture with his own daughter because he said Tiffany gained too much weight. Okay. So if you think he wants to take a picture with you, good luck with he may. But does he like you? No. Is he going to leave you any inheritance like he got? No. Okay. Is he going to give you universal basic income? No. Is he going to give you universal health care? No. Is Trump the reason that you have pre-existing conditions covered? No. Trump's the reason corporations got tax cuts for infinity and the middle class tax cuts will expire in 10 years. So when Trump is out of office and damn near dead, the middle class tax cuts expire, but the ones for corporations go on forever. That's the law he passed, okay? He didn't pass all pre-existing conditions covered. I thought he was going to repeal and replace. He didn't do that, and you didn't care because he told you to salute the flag, and that's all you care about, okay? So I know the game, guys, okay? You do what you want, I'll do what I want. Good job. Rob? The toughest times in life build strong character. To some extent, that's true. When life is always easy, how can you really learn? You're right, but I wish life was always easy. I'm not going to lie to you. Ty, thank you very much, Ty. Very nice of you. Ty, no worries. I appreciate that. Brandon, Caught you live finally. It's always a blessing to have you, brother. You're a positive person. I appreciate you. Going to take a nap, then some Uber. I'm not mad at that. Look, when is the time to make money on Uber, DoorDash, or Lyft? On the weekends. Guys, that's when you make that money back. So make that money, man. I'm not mad at you. Peace and love, brother. Safe travels to you, Brandon. You're a positive person. I love you all my heart. Lila, my friend, previous cancer, prostate cancer, for my family. We're going to pray for him. I don't wish sickness on anyone. I don't wish sickness on Trump. I don't wish sickness on anyone. And a fundraiser, $19,000. Well, I don't think he needs that much money because pre-existing conditions covered, thanks to Obama. And what I can tell you is you can claim bankruptcy like Trump 3 times and not have to pay for your medical bills. You can bankrupt medical bills. You can't bankrupt college loans, okay? So that's why I think Bernie Sanders is right. Guys, if you can open the Taj Mahal and then within a year claim bankruptcy, that's what Trump did, then you should be able to take out a college loan debt and within a year claim bankruptcy. If not, one knows how to play the system, the other one doesn't. Guys, I know the game, okay? And what I could tell you is, be careful. Woohoo! Damn it, brother. Shout out to Detroit. Good to see you, man. I love you. I appreciate you. Thumbs up. Kristen, I love you, Sam. Good night to you also. Woohoo! Lyft is making people work 9-to-5 jobs, total disaster. I'm not mad at Lyft. I'm not mad at Uber. I like those. I like the gig economy. I'm just saying that they are a supplemental income. And if you're middle-aged or younger, you want to spend your energy building your career. But if you need a side hustle or if you have other sources of income that you don't need to fully go full-blown career, I'm not mad at you. There's different ways to live life. But to me, I think Uber, DoorDash, and Lyft are a positive. They're not maybe a career, but they can be very helpful at certain times in your life. Woo. It's only in some cities. Well, that's true. But they are rolling it out in all cities soon. Yeah, no, look, the most densely populated areas make the most money because that's the most opportunity to make transactions. So that's true. Milano, good to see you, brother. Shout out to you, man. We were just talking about you, man. Someone asked, is it possible to live in your RV in Miami? I said, shit, Milano's been doing it for years. So shout out to you, Milano. Love to you. All right, guys, I'm very thankful for all the positive people. Thank you for everyone who showed me love on the super chat. I Survivor, Cameron, Ty, and forgive me. I missed somebody. I Survivor, Cameron, Ty. Who did I miss? I think that's it. And everyone, I got love for you, Lila. But more of my friend fundraiser going up. Hey, look, I'm not mad at anyone, guys. Stay positive. I love everyone. Try to stay hopeful. Yeah, Milano says just find an area. That's the main thing in life. Before you go out live in your car or live in an RV, you want to try to scout out where you're going to stay, especially initially. Like before I got in my car, I scouted out for the first 3 months I had locations I was going to stay. And you should do that too, and then refine it as you go. And look at the 1,000 trails. That's one supplemental part that can help, maybe or maybe not, depending on where you are. Look at the free boondocking, look at the paid campsites, and have some plan, and then be willing to refine it as you go. All right? Also, thank you for everyone who clicks the thumbs up button, shares the video. Have a peaceful night's sleep. Thank you, and thank you. Milano's right. Yeah, 10 to 5 mile radius. Love to you. Kristen, I love you. Don't stop talking about living out of your car. Thank you. I won't. I'll make videos about it. Living out of my car has still overall been a blessing. But I did plan, I did prepare, and the first step to living in your car is downsizing when you're not living in your car. Because when you hit the road, you want to hit the road light and flexible, and you want to have an income stream. Because being homeless is not hopeless. Being incomeless is hopeless. So just try to remember those two. Buck, Sam, can you give some encouraging words from my 71 to 75% exam today? Yes, I failed my electrical exam 3 times before I passed. Every time I failed, I had to wait 6 months before I took it again. So from the time I started studying till the time I passed my master's electrician's exam, it took me about 5 years. So what I could tell you is if you have to fail 3 times, take it again. If you have to fail 5 times, take it again. And so the encouraging thing is you got almost an average score. You're almost at a high rate. So you're right there. Now, if you scored a 20, it would have been harder. But if you would have scored a 20%, I would say take it again. So you're right there, though. You're 75%. That's close to 75% is 3/4 closer to 100%. Okay. So all you're missing is 1/4%. So if you say, Sam, I needed $1 and I gave you 75 cents, you wouldn't say to me, Sam, you only gave me 75 cents, or at least you shouldn't. You should say, well, I only need one more quarter to make me whole. So, brother, you're right there. All you need is a quarter. Okay. You can go in a laundromat and look in the change thing and find a quarter. So you're right there, man. Don't give up now. That's what I would tell you. That's an encouraging word. Lila, I love you. Kristen, Buck, if you don't succeed, try again. Well, you figured it out. Good answer. Peace and love.